Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to the Commentary Zone. Happy Friday. Um, Welcome to the new members of the tribe. While we were away, I noticed that we got a few new subscribers. So, welcome to the tribe. I hope to see you in the live chats and in the comments area. On the docket today, we have Sister Wives Season 19, Episode 4, How the Mighty Have Fallen. Who are they talking about? Talking
I have no
about.
clue. I didn't know who was Mighty, so I was completely lost.
Okay, so my opinions on this episode. Uh, Again, I'm just seeing issues with editing.
Right.
At one point, I feel like they're trying to stretch this out for the season, and at other points, I feel like they're just plain trying to spin a new narrative for me. And I'm stubborn and I have my own narrative and I've already made up my own mind about these people and it is what it is. Like I why are we trying to rewrite 18 seasons of history here just to alleviate someone else's guilt and are, never mind. Sorry. I had too much time to think about this. I don't know.
I think what it is a combination of the bad editing, like really bad editing with this, and the delusions of Kody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think we're seeing the cracks right now because Robin's like, look, we can't keep this up. She's trying, what she's trying to do, in my opinion, from what I've seen, she's trying to take some accountability. When I say some, I mean very
Mm-hmm.
little. Like, she's acknowledging some things, and the fact that she had to tell Cody, she's like, I'm losing respect for you. I'm like, oh, I'm like, see, like I said last season, she was laying the grounds for divorce. And I stand
See,
by that.
and when she said that, right? When she said that, I was like, yeah, you sat down long and hard, a thought of something that might get this audience's head to do a unison whiplash to go, what did she say? I almost caught myself. I really did. All right, so let's just go through what happened during the episode because they dragged out and here's why I had so much problems with this. Okay, so this week I was traveling on business. I was in a different time zone. I was kind of off, and I wound up watching this episode 4 times. And each of the first 3 times, I really thought that I was like rewinding back. Like I don't know if it was jumping back. And then today I realized why that was because it's very repetitive. And y'all know how I feel about
Yes.
things being repetitive. Anyway, so at the top of the episode, McKelty has her twins, Mazel Tov. We find out Robin sleeps in the closet with the babies and is an expert at making them poop. Um, we're also led to believe that she has absolutely no problems leaving her children for prolonged periods of time, but Kody can't leave her kids for prolonged periods of time. But I digress. And we also are supposed to believe that she's this great polygamy mom who's fostered these relationships with just one child in the plural family and that one child's children. She has only focused on one. Again, just these little things that came into my head. Um, she confronts her husband, Kody, and tells him he's got to make a bigger effort to communicate with his children. How many years ago should she have done this? Like from the beginning. Sorry, a little too late. It just felt very manufactured for me, not even from production. I think this is the brainchild of Robin to alleviate
Yes.
guilt from herself. Um Robin then brings up this thing during her weird conversation with the Codemeister about her biological father um doing this to her, what she sees happening with him and his kids. I was like, what you just described, you did with your own kids to their father. Like it was so weird how she didn't catch that. Like, they are so deep into this, they just will not accept responsibility for anything that they have done, and they don't even realize it. And it's just very annoying. Okay, and this was another part that I know we have to suffer through. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to put up with it, but the David, Christine meets David and the
You know
romance
what? I'm gonna
call.
be honest. I glossed clear over that, and the reason why is because this that doesn't matter to me. We know you're married. I don't care.
Well, here's the thing. When she was talking, right, she was sitting on the couch folding clothes. I was more interested in whose clothes she was folding than what she was saying. That is
right.
sad. That is sad. Um, then we find out that it was a divided Thanksgiving, but we already knew that because we saw this how many years ago? Anyway, Meri
Right.
Mary's plans to go to California fell through, and she wound up staying at home alone. And I think she was under the weather. She said
Right.
she didn't want to be a third wheel because how many times did Kody tell her that he want to be able to fondle Robin, and Robin won't let him while she's there. So she decided not to go.
Can we talk about
Janelle.
Janelle though? Can we talk about
Oh, I'm
Janelle?
just doing this. This is the last of the recap.
Oh yeah,
Janelle
go ahead. Go ahead.
had Thanksgiving with her son and his new wife, Logan and Michelle, at their new house in Las Vegas, and Peyton
Hmm.
went over to join them. And then Christine was in Utah with as she made Thanksgiving for McKelty and the twins and whoever the crew was in Utah. And Kody had the 7 people in his family in Arizona, and that was the divided Thanksgiving. And then the majority of this episode was this stupid argument that was just so repetitive. And if I wasn't in the wrong time zone, I would have realized that the first time I watched this stupid show. All right, go ahead, Jamal.
Okay, can we talk about Janelle though? She's like,
Mm-hmm.
well, I heard like Mary wasn't going to Cody and Robin's this year. She's like, that's strange. She's like, well, I hope she finds somebody to spend it with. I'm paraphrasing. I'm like, basically, you said she can't come over here. That's all I heard.
But do you blame Janelle though? Because
No.
Meri quite clearly chose sides. She
Right.
chose sides in all previous seasons, saying, remember the knife in the kidney episode? And at the
Right.
end of his rant, she was like, oh, that was real. That was angry. That what did she say? That he meant everything that he said with that. That told
Right.
me whose side she was on.
True.
And then Meri has said to us during this season, everything that she's going through with Kody, she's keeping to herself and the elders. She doesn't feel the need to broadcast it. A dig at Christine.
Mm-hmm.
But it ain't nothing wrong to let everybody know that you basically saying fuck off, Kody. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. What are you scared
Exactly.
of? Unless you're just waiting for the elders to give you the okay. But I thought she said that
I
she
just thought it was
was
funny when she just
done.
said, "I'm like, all I heard was you can't come over here. I hope you're not by yourself." That's all I heard when Janelle said that. And I wasn't mad at her because with Mary, you you sided basically to me. You sided with Robin. I'm gonna say Cody. You sided with
Mhm.
Robin, thinking that she was going to help you get Cody back. So now you're by yourself because you alienate yourself from the other ladies. And that's really what it comes down to.
Mhm.
You was dependent on another woman. Okay, I'm sorry, and I hate to say it this way, but this is the best way I can say it. You were expecting another wife to help you spend more time with your legal husband who you came in to snatch. Meri. I mean, and Mary's like, Meri expected Robin to help her out, get more time with Kody and patch it up. Like that makes no sense. Like Robin's always been about self, always. She
Yeah.
was only keeping you around for the money, and that's just what it is.
Yes. And that annual invitation, last minute, but just to secure an extra donation to the family fund, if we really gonna be
Yes,
honest about it.
1,000%.
Um, Hi, everybody in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. She's
And
those
my thing is,
kids.
why can't she go to Las Vegas with Brandy? Or why can't she go to Jennifer's? I'm just saying.
Uh,
Because
I
Brandy,
wonder
you
who
told
her plans were with in California. Like Heidi was thinking that it was Leon, and I thought it was people from the business that she has. Because I
right.
didn't think Leon was in California. I could be wrong.
I don't know why I thought
Um,
Leon was in the Midwest. I don't know why I put them in like Chicago or Wisconsin or something. I have no clue why I did that.
hmm. Okay, so Lena says, like I said, she used those kids to trap him in that house, and then McKelty don't even talk to Robin no more. So even the one who liked her doesn't like her anymore. Oh yeah, they did have a recent falling out because like they didn't know about the selling of the house or something, and then
No, I thought it was something.
the
I
the
thought it was
husband
something
said
to do
something that
with.
happened at a funeral.
Yes,
Right, but it came out because they were on a live and they were asking him if he knew about the house because he had said, "Oh, that's the cleanest the garage has ever looked," or something. Some shady shit he was saying, and then he was like, "No, we didn't know." And then she came on to repair the damage that he made, and it just took on another level. Robin was acting her ass off though. She even managed a real tear at one point. But wait, did y'all hi Rodney and hi Christine. Did y'all notice a huge difference in Robin? Did y'all notice how pretty she looked when she was in the car leaving Utah? Like I think she needs to get away from Kody. Like it really improves. Like she looks so natural, so pretty. Like I never noticed how blue her eyes were. She looks
but
so
think about it
pretty.
though. Look at all the women. All the women glowed up as soon as they left him. Every one of
Mm-hmm.
them.
Hi, Farmata. Damn, even on a vacation away, they look better until they go back. She was folding clothes that were already folded. Oh, Michelle, my belle. Oh my goodness. At least we didn't get a turkey innuendo speech this time. My God. Hey, Kathy. Let's see. Lena says nobody gets dressed in winter gear to argue outside. Not a real thing. Immediately manufactured. Yes. Like, okay, so they had this big argument inside. He got upset and he went for a drive, realizing he had no other wife to go to. And called her to say he was coming back. She put on all of her clothes to go outside and finish arguing with him. Like, who does that? She must really like the cold. I don't like the cold, so I wouldn't be doing it. Um, but again, she was not letting us into that house to see anything. And here's another thing that got me really angry with this episode because last week I touched upon it. Remember the Jenga scene?
Mm-hmm.
That's a grown-up Ari of today. So that's recent footage that they have spliced in to try to make us seem like that's what they did back in 2022. And of course, we get the Thanksgiving scene, and I'm like, why does Ari look so little?
Right.
Shame on editing. Just it's just irritating right now. Christina, welcome, welcome. Meri loved that knife in the kidneys. Yes, she did. She did. She was the translator of that. She gave us the backstory of the passion that came out of nowhere.
But,
She said she was glad. He said that stuff to Christine. Yes, glad. was crazy. She chose her sides. So all of these, and I love Auntie's advice, but Auntie was, she said, why Janelle ain't invite her anywhere. She's gonna need Janelle to do more. Janelle and Christine are going by what they have seen Meri's actions are. And to
Right.
me, based on the entire 30 years of marriage that those three women have endured together, Meri has always been a bully, selfish, and mean. She never tried to foster any sort of relationship along the way. And when Janelle and Christine came in, were they best of friends at the beginning? No, but they had this commonality of those children and the
Right.
care of those children that built that bond together. Whereas to me, and this is just my opinion, Meri might have continued to get angrier and angrier as her infertility issues persisted, and she only had one child, but had to sit there and watch these two other wives have baby after baby after
Mm-hmm.
baby, slowly breaking her. And with God knows what Kody was saying on top of that
Right.
to her, compounding her I don't know, ineffectiveness as a woman in a polygamous marriage to get him to his goal. It's
Exactly.
sad.
And then you have to look at the fact that yes, Janelle and Christine acknowledged their issues, but they also said we also were grown women. This is key.
Mhm.
They were grown women who sat down to work out their issues. And
Mhm.
then from there their relationship grew into sisters because of the kid situation. And you could just clearly
Mhm.
see that. And then I'm gonna piggyback off what you just said. With Meri, what happened is when you have women who are getting pregnant, child after child after child,
Mhm.
doing what a woman's supposed to do in that
In
in that
their
in that
in their culture, yeah.
right in their culture, and they get to bond over that. And
Mhm.
she didn't have the opportunity to do that. So what happened was she just had resentment on all sides. And I'm going to agree with you. Kody was
Mhm.
probably just telling her like, "Oh my gosh, Meri, guess what? Christine's pregnant again. Oh, and Janelle's pregnant too." And think about this though. Think about this. At those around those times, right? There was
Mhm.
the three of them. It was only the three wives, right? When
Yep.
two are pregnant, you are left out and you feel isolated. That's the way I would feel if I were her, and that would make me even more resentful because you're left out on all sides because your
But
man ain't been sleeping with you.
mhm. Mhm.
Sorry, and you think about it. You had to hear about them getting pregnant, which means he breaking their backs a couple times a week, and you gets nothing.
But
It's a
get
lot.
this though. But get this though. Remember Kody says something, I can't remember what episode it was, either last one or this one, that Christine was jealous of Logan. Was it really Christine or was it Meri? Because no, it was this episode because Janelle says she remembered when she had Logan and Christine had just come into the family and had taken baby Logan so that she could get a night to sleep. And that was
Yeah.
everything to her because
Hmm.
she was talking about Robin and her helping out McKelty
Right.
and thought that that is what the sister wife thing is all about, helping each other out.
Hmm.
It's just funny that why Robin fixated on McKelty. And I in my head I know why, but it doesn't reflect very well on McKelty. Sorry. So Kathy Furan, sorry if I mispronounced that. Kody is an egotistical man child who has a God complex. Oh, I like that. Ryan says, but how they told that Meri and Janelle have always had beef. Yes. And I think it stems back to Janelle being married to Mary's brother for a few months and then divorcing him and marrying
Right.
Kody. Yeah. Christine was brought into the family to calm it down. Yes. Yes. Meri has made her bed. Yes, Christina, I agree with that. Hi, Auntie. Liebrows has always been about herself. Oh, Jesus. The brows weren't that heavy when she was in Utah. Like, I can really appreciate Robin's beauty. I could, for the first time in a long time, like I could appreciate her true natural beauty. Like how I feel
Right.
like Janelle is, she has the best facial features in, like how I appreciate facial features. I love her face. Period. You can't tell me anything else. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Ryan says Leon used to go to school at University of Chicago. Yes,
So
because
does
that's
he
where
not?
he met
Okay.
Aubrey. Yeah. Well, that was when, before. That's where we met them with Aubrey. Yes. I remember that. But didn't they move during the panty though? Remember that road
Hmm.
trip to come and see Meri, but then they
Right.
left and I thought they went to the B&B. I wonder if they're like Logan now and they don't want anything to do with this show. Like don't mention
Right.
anything. I'm just wondering. Her plans were with Leon and Aubrey. Really, Michelle? Okay. But why would they cancel at the last minute? That's so sad. I would love for Meri to not only get herself together with regards to Kody, but with Leon as well. Because I wonder if she was disengaged, like when she was on Team Kody and Robin, if she was
Mhm.
disengaging from Leon because that
Right.
wasn't the way according to Robin and Kody.
Cody. And the thing with Mary is this: Mary has a lot to not atone for, but she has a lot of relationships to men due to the fact that she was so wrapped up in getting Cody back and having Robin help her. She needs to mend her relationship with her child, and then also she needs to mend her relationships with Janelle and Christine. Because here's the thing: Janelle and Christine, they have an understanding of what Mary's position was. They got it. They understood. But Christine says, I don't really talk to Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Janelle the same. And the reason is because Mary, in my opinion, has not reached out to them to have a firm, grown up woman conversation. And she's not taking accountability of the part she played with them not being on the best of terms. She likes to say, like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really talk to Christine or Janelle. Yes, because you have not gone to them and said, hey, here's where I was. I was dead wrong. I should have been more in the middle, if anything, more in the middle. And I really should have taken on board what you guys were saying because the whole knife and the king, that whole thing, Mary, I think it was at that point, Mary firmly made her choice, which automatically put her on the opposite side of Christine and Janelle. But now the problem with Mary is that the tables have turned on her, where Cody's like, get out, go to the barn dominium, hang out there until I need you, and she's not happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
She needs the men. She needs to take some accountability for the relationship she played because she always tries to make it out like Christina and Janelle don't talk to her. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
no, it's not that they're not talking to you. It's the fact that you haven't taken accountability for the parts you play in those relationships.
Quite honestly, I would want her to own up to what she said and say, I take responsibility for that.
Exactly.
Am I going to change what I said back then? No, I can't
No.
because it was on film. However, I have evolved from that based on circumstance, you know? And I
Hmm.
can't do anything about the past. I'm sorry. I own what I said, but now I feel differently. And I understand if you don't want to move forward in a relationship. I would get it. Um, oh, sorry about that, y'all. Auntie and Kathy are saying that the house is off the market because of the custody filing.
Yes, because it's an asset.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Something is tickling my throat. Um, it looked like she had glam. Oh. Okay, Jamal, take over. I need to find my cough drops. I'll be right back.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So let's see what y'all saying. Let me go back up here. Okay, do that. All right. Let me go back down. Sorry, guys. Hi, Sar to yes, being away from Kody, Robin wasn't always frowning, making her look all jolly. True. Kathy says, yes, her eyebrows were sparkling not being with Kody. Kody is a dark cloud in human form. Oh, Lena. So Leon has been over Meri since the catfish. Their relationship has never been the same. Kathy, this one
Oh,
I don't think this will ever happen. Cody needs to start with "I'm sorry." If Kody ever said "I'm sorry," it'll be thought about, but because you did this to me. That that's what it would be.
or it'll be, I'm sorry if I did something with that if right after, which
Right.
nullifies the I'm sorry.
Lena says Meri did stuff that she has yet to apologize to others for. Meri has a very selective memory. Singly, I agree, Jamal. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the thing with Meri. Like, if you really think about it, Meri has the same vibe as Cody, but not as bad. It's always I did this because of this, or this person's doing this to me. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, well, no, you played a part as well. And Robin gave a nice, cute little performance because she is laying the groundwork, like I said, for the divorce, putting it on film. Somebody, I don't respect you. You remind me of my daddy, and you're not. She told me you're not doing enough as a father. I'm like, oof, oof. I'm like, well, you
But
late. Like what said, you late, but you said it on camera. Okay.
here's the thing though. If we're talking about the majority of this episode where it was that supposed argument between the two of them, Robin says some things that I kind of agree with. However, a day late, a dollar short. And it
Yes.
was only said with, it came across to me, it was only said to alleviate her, like to get her out of the frying pan.
Yes.
She wants no accountability in this. She kept on saying, kids, you need to talk kids. You need to be the one to go to them and camp out on their doorstep. And he's not understanding what she's saying. I feel like somebody dropped Kody on his head at one point when he was an infant, because the gears clearly are not connecting, and you can see it in his eyes when she's saying this to him. And it was so repetitive, and he still didn't get it by the end of the episode, and I was completely drained. It was like 4 times she was repeating this. And
Yes.
but she also threw in other little snippets that got me really angry. She said that people are telling the kids stuff
Isn't true.
that work against him, that isn't true. um she during divorces people say things and they get on sides, and I was like, oh, and then she said you have to try harder to communicate to the kids, but then she reversed that by saying but the kids have to try too, alleviating the parents
Right.
responsibility. And my thing is, and then the differentiation between children and adults, she let him get away with that. These are always your children. These are always your children. And if your children, Kody, are coming to you and calling you a piece of shit, because I think one of them called him that,
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't you want to fight to turn that around? Like, and
A
then what
little
I
bit.
thought, he's like, so they're mad at me because I just didn't love their mothers enough, or I wasn't in love
Right.
with their mothers. Cody, how do you think if you did this to Robin, what them two last ones would think about you? Like it's like he's not even putting this into the basic perspective of the person he loves the most in this world. And then what
Right.
irked my craw, you got 13 children, or 12, because at this time McKelty and him, it was good. You got 12 children that you need to repair your relationships with, because there's open hostilities be due to your actions within the whole nucleus of the family. And your main focus is keeping your relationship with Robin. I just it I couldn't get over that.
When he said, "I can't even get through to you, the person I love most in the world," I'm like, "Oof." And also,
A
I'm gonna think.
little.
My thing is that he said, like, "What was my biggest crime? Not falling in love with their mothers." But then
Yes.
you either you're lying because you said prior that, "Oh, I never said I didn't love Janelle. I actually said I did love Janelle." I'm like, did anyone else catch that? Am I wrong here? Like, huh?
Child. And then she tells him, you need to do these things to repair the relationship with your kids. He's like, but he had said earlier, I've been going through this for a year, but
Right.
I need more time now. What?
Right.
What? He is a man that's going to live with regrets and not understand why.
Agreed.
She's not. Um, he also admits he made two mistakes. Wanting to throw Janelle's boys out of the house during the vid and not going with Isabel to her surgery. You think?
It took you this long to realize.
Robin, I hope you take a note because when your replacement come, this was going to happen to you.
Exactly.
Um, and I also did not like. I don't know where they get these like little words that they drop each episode. Kody using the words trigger and safe or safety. Stop it, because I think you're hiding behind those words. I really
Mm-hmm.
do. Try to understand the root of your problem is you.
Everyone else can't be wrong. Sorry.
There's too many people in this family, and all of them got the same issue.
Oh, and him talking about Maddie. Oh, Maddie's a gossip, and Janelle's like, he's the biggest gossip. He's all. She's like, she. When she said he used to run back stuff about Janelle, Meri, and Christine to me all the time. I'm like, well,
Mm-hmm. And here's the thing, though. Janelle was the person that kept all the secrets. And look how she continued in that family, the different characteristics. Now that's Robin. Robin used all those secrets against everybody in the family.
right
And Janelle just kept them in the
to myself.
lockbox. Yep. It's amazing how two different characters could utilize the stupidity of one man. Anywho, I just felt like those two words, honestly, were excuses for him to avoid taking responsibility or accountability for his role in any of this
Mm-hmm.
mess. And I guess they're therapy words. I don't know. I haven't gone to therapy yet, but I don't know. It's this whole thing is tiresome. But yeah, I think they repeated that argument like about four times, and four times he didn't quite get it, and at the end she had just about given up. And I think her saying that she's trying very hard not to lose respect for him. Girl, just come out and say that you lost respect for him because he has put you in this situation. He has put a lot of blame on your shoulders. And then comes and tells you that he feels the need to defend you when he put the blame on you.
Right.
Robin, wake up, girl. Because whatever your plan is, like just take the art and run. Just take the art and run and all your crystals, and you'll be fine for a few months until you find another sucker. I don't know. Okay, so what are y'all saying in this chat? It's all about Robin, and this will be Kody's downfall. I think he's already fallen. I can't even get it straight with you right now. Yeah, no shit, Kody. You can't get anything straight ever. Nope. He doesn't have the capacity to, honestly. Kody and
No.
Robin were the most miserable people out there. Kody is lying because he said he only fell in love with Robin. Jesus. No one is marrying Kody after this. You never know. There might be somebody young and dumb and want to get on the show, just like how Robin did. Triggered and safe. Yes. And culpable. Also, him wanting sympathy for losing 3 wives in 2 years is so funny. Like, maybe if 3/4 of the people you chose to be with you unchose, then maybe it's a you problem. Yes. Just because you got multiple wives and you don't know how to handle multiple interpersonal relationships at the same time, don't that's your problem. You said I do. Didn't he say that he was rewarded for being a good husband by the church by being given another wife? So it's up to you to manage that. Sorry. Don't care. Like I told someone, he will be a lonely old man. That would be good. Kody, you are the problem. Madison called him a snake. No, she did. Oh my God. With 3 different women, and we can say the OG3 are all different. Yep. He's a narcissist and he won't ever say he is wrong. Well, we can keep waiting. Apparently, we've waited 19 seasons. Kody and Robin are trying to damage control themselves. Yes.
Yes.
But I
Especially
think
Robin.
in this, yes, I think it's more Robin because Kody is just going down in flames. And right now she's trying to grab a parachute. Kody can't ever say he's wrong, so that is the problem. Robin is tired of all the heat. I would be too. It's been like years, like since the show started, we've been blaming her for stuff. Yes, now this is the same church he doesn't want to hear the BS from. Also, can we talk again about the fakery of Kody and Robin's family? Nobody believes that you fight outside, and nobody believes you have family game night. We hate you, just FYI. Oh my God, Lena. Lena! I don't know. It was just a lot. Moving forward, production company, do not have half of the episode revolve around these two.
No.
Yeah,
Never.
for our mutual benefit, for my benefit, and I'm going to speak for Jamal, do not have half the episode revolve around Kody and Robin. Thank you. Hello everyone. Hope y'all safe. It's not. Yes. Well, I'm speaking for myself down here in Miami, Florida. We're all safe down here. But praying for the rest of my state, for anyone impacted. I know that my boss, who is up near Orlando, she signed in yesterday after the all clear, but had no power. So they were working on that. Okay. Today I've been out of it. I have no idea what's going on today. Jamal, as of this morning, when I landed back in Miami at 8:00, I had been awake for 24 hours. I am so miserable today. I am so miserable today. Ugh. More power to the road warriors out there, but I think I've aged out of that shit. Let's see. It's more sad now, and we need to see Christine and Janelle and the kids doing fun things because all Kody is going to do is whine and want to get Robin on his side. Ugh. Yes, worried. I've been watching this show for 19 seasons and they are losing me. I stuck around through the catfish, but this is giving me agita and I'm so close to done. Yeah, I think I will hang around until there's a resolution regarding Coyote Pass financially.
Right.
But with the custody thing, that's thrown a spanner into the works for me. So I don't know if that will get the financials resolved for Coyote Pass because I do want everybody to be made whole based upon the investment that they've made into this failure of a family. I'm tired, y'all. Aren't y'all tired? Yes. Yeah, very much so. Very, very much so. But what can you do? Jamal, is there anything else that we need to touch upon in this episode?
No, we hit everything.
Okay, all right. So, guys, we'll be back here next week. Wait, just checking. Yes, we will be back here next week. Um, to go over Sister Wives again. Join us at the top of the hour where we will be talking about season 6, episode 1 of Thousand Pound Sisters. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to last through this season, Jamal.
Really?
I
So
will always stick
I would
around
say
for the
this:
recaps,
this
but I'm
season,
not sure if they'll get another season out of me after this one. Oh, that's reasonable. That's reasonable.
this season for Thousand Pound Sisters, it has to go a certain way, and I don't think it's going that way. That's just my opinion.
I agree with you from last season. Last season should have been the end
Mm-hmm.
because Tammy had the surgery and we saw significant weight loss. It should have been the end. But
Yes, and I
um
don't. I'm already not liking this season for a particular reason.
we have to
Out the gate, I don't.
discuss.
I'm not liking the first. I do not like it.
Okay. So, guys, bring your notes and let's talk about the Slayton family when we come back in a few. Jamal, any final thoughts?
No, we are good to go.
All right, guys, until next time. Oops, let
Yep.
me just restart this. Bye.